So what's PR 2.0 then? Well, PR 2.0 is a phrase coined by Brian Solis in California, how PR is going to change drastically. And it's going to be about delivering messages using Web 2 tools. And I've been giving this lecture for about a year now. It's quite interesting. I do give the lecture to PR agencies as well. And, you know, it's like Rome is burning, really. Everyone's been doing things in a certain way up until now. And there are people doing it in a different way, which doesn't relate as far as the industry is concerned to what they have been doing. It's frightening. But, you know, this is the new world, and we have to think about it. So, I'm going to just say that PR 2.0 is two things. It's reputation management, and it's engaging with the community in some way. In PR 1.0, it's all about controlling the message and then broadcasting it. What that means is we decide what we want to talk about, we write a press release, we get it approved, we get a nice photograph which is on brand, we put it all together, we make some nice contacts with intermediates and influencers, i.e. editors, and then we push the message out. Lovely and cosy, isn't it? Well, no one wants that anymore. PR 2.0 is having the courage really to engage with customers directly and, you know, managing their conversations. What I find now is that, you know, I can actually affect a brand tonight. I can go and affect a brand tonight. Why, you know, I could do that maliciously, but, you know, that's not going to. Why would I do that? The only reason I would do it is I was upset. So if I was upset, I can go online and I can say, I hate this brand, I hate everything it stands for, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, it has to be controlled. We had a situation with Land Rover where they were getting a lot of publicity, and a lot of negative publicity. And in fact, if you put Land Rover in the first four, after the paid lists, first four were all negative about how Land Rover was crap. And blah, blah, blah. In the end, what it came down to was finding out who was doing the posting. And it was three guys doing the posting. And one of them was most vociferous. They ended up knocking on the door and said, "What is your problem?" He said, "I bought a Land Rover, and, you know, I've had nothing but problems with it." And so they just gave him another Land Rover, higher spec, took the old one back, and all the posts became positive. It's still PR, it's just how it's managed. So what do? So people are talking about you whether you like it or not, you know. A lot of people say, "Oh, we don't engage in blogs, and, you know, we don't get involved in that." Well, that's great. You know, don't get involved in it. It's still happening. And people are talking about whether you know about it or not. And a lot of the brands don't know about it, and they're doing it on blogs, forums, and social networks. Interestingly, I'm not going to talk about this brand, but I did some work for More Than. About 4 or 5 years ago, and I was trying to get some work from them looking at managing outreach on blogs. Oh no, we don't engage in blogs and forums. No. Okay, last summer, the marketing director stood up at the e-consultancy conference and attributed 17% loss in market share to moneysavingexpert.com. They reckoned they'd lost 17% of their market share because Money Expert, which is a forum, was talking about their brand and redirecting customers somewhere else. So these are just people, in this case people are talking about Tesco's, and so these things are going on. I'll come back to that later. So you can see that people are talking about stuff, they're making recommendations, they're either happy or they're not happy, and, you know, these conversations are going on. One person can affect the brand. And then you have conversations with other people saying, "Yeah, I've had a problem with them." Okay? And we get a groundswell. Anyone read the book Groundswell? Okay? You're all academics. You should read the book Groundswell. This describes how you can get a major change in attitude from user-generated content. Anyway, I've just shown you how it works.